My name is Sarah. For anyone who might not be familiar with me, I'm the Director of Service Delivery at Healing Embodied. What I'm wanting to chat about is this fear that I hear from a lot of clients who come to work with us, which is a general fear of their relationship ending. Maybe it's because the relationship falls apart. They decide they don't want to be with their partner anymore. Their partner leaves them. They get divorced. Someone dies. Someone is unfaithful. Whatever the reason, just a general fear of the relationship that they've put so much work and effort and love and energy into ending and falling apart prematurely, meaning before we get old and die. And I have been sitting with this because I've been working with clients on this for years and years. It's something I'm very aware of, very used to. There's so many places this fear can come. Maybe it's you've had a relationship end really painfully in the past. Maybe all you've seen is relationships ending. If your parents got divorced or if your caretakers decided to separate, or maybe you have gotten to the point in every long relationship you've been in that you wanted to leave. Wherever it comes from a bunch of different places. And something I was sitting with recently is how, if I think about my marriage ending, if I think about it ending prematurely, whatever the reason is, it's so sad. It's so sad. If I let my mind wander for too long on the various ways that the relationship could possibly end, I like instantly tear up. It's so sad. It fills me with so much sadness, but it doesn't fill me with fear. I feel no fear in my body around my relationship ending. No fear. And I have experienced very painful relationships ending in the past. I've seen family members and good friends get divorced. I've seen relationships fall apart, right? It's not that I haven't experienced that, but I don't feel the fear around it. And is that because I have complete and utter certainty that my relationship won't possibly end prematurely and therefore there's nothing to be afraid of? No, of course not. There are endless possibilities that could happen in this world. There are literally infinite number of ways that my marriage could fall apart. But I don't feel fear around it because I have built so much trust. So much trust. I trust in my husband. I trust in my relationship. I trust in myself. I trust in what we've built. I trust in our ability to heal and repair. And I trust that we are both so fiercely committed to this relationship. And here's the part that I think we don't always talk about. Because I trust so deeply in all of those things, I also trust that if a day came where one or both of us decided that the relationship needed to end, or that we couldn't be or didn't want to be in the relationship anymore, if that day came, I trust that we would be making that decision because it was truly the most healthy choice for us. I so deeply trust in how fiercely committed we are to this marriage that I trust that if we decided this wasn't going to work for whatever reason, fill in the blank reason, there are endless possibilities. There's not enough space on YouTube for me to list out all of the reasons. If one or both of us decided that this relationship could not go on anymore, I trust that we would be making that decision from a grounded place. We would choose that only if that became the healthiest choice for us. I trust that so deeply. And so I don't fear the relationship ending. Not because I know that it won't end, not because I know that it'll last forever, but because I trust that if that decision had to be made, it would not be made lightly. I trust so deeply in the commitment we both have because we've shown each other time and time again. We've proved it. And when I say we've proved it, I don't mean beyond a shadow of a doubt or that we've proven that there's no possible way or we're completely 100% so certain, right? I want to like nail this point home that when I say we've proved this or I trust this, it has nothing to do with certainty. It has nothing to do with certainty. But we've shown each other time and time again that we show up for one another. And so I trust in what we've built. And what I want to say is that when we live in fear of something ending, whatever that something is, when we live in fear of something ending, we hold ourselves back. We don't let ourselves feel it fully. We don't let ourselves enjoy it fully. We constantly try to control it and nitpick it and search and search and search for any possible flaw that could someday somehow lead to the demise of this thing or this relationship. We hold ourselves back and we keep ourselves small. And to that, I say, what's the point? What's the point? What is the point in loving if you can't let yourself do it fully? What is the point in opening your heart to someone or something if it comes with all of these disclaimers and caveats and like asterisks next to it? What's the point in that? What's the point in that? And what I hear from a lot of clients coming in when they're just starting this work or when they're really starting to dip into, wow, love is actually risk. I'm opening myself up to the possibility of pain in loving. What I often hear is, well, what's the point of loving if I could possibly get hurt? And so because of that fear, we turn our back on love. They turn their back on love because of fear. And what if we reversed that? What if we could turn away from fear and turn toward love? Instead of turning our back on love and actually just being consumed by the fear, what if we turned away from the fear and instead leaned into love? And what if that didn't have to be scary? Love is risk, love is vulnerable, but it doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be filled with fear all the time. And when we build this sense of trust that I'm talking about, the fear dissolves. The fear dissolves. Our little lovely slogan that I'm wearing today, love over fear, becomes a way of life. It doesn't just become a slogan. It's a way of life. That's my little, I don't know, spiel, TED Talk, Sarah Talk. It's just what's pouring out of me today that I wanted to put language to and speak here. So thank you for listening. I hope that this maybe opens your mind to a new perspective or brings in curiosity or maybe highlights places where you've been functioning from fear or where you can invite a deeper trust into your life. And this is what we do. This is what we do here at Healing Embodied. This is what I help clients with every single day. This is what we do. So if you are wanting to dive deeper, I would encourage you to check the description, read the show notes, all the good things. I'll have linked there how you could work with us or how you could just dive into our world a little bit more fully. Maybe it's following us on Instagram, subscribing on YouTube, listening to podcast episodes. We've got, if you want it, we've basically got it, my ideas. So thank you so much. I'll list everything below. And I would love to hear what spoke to you about this video. Take care.